story.
Yeah, what?
So we have new civilizations, as it seems. We have Zenith playing as the humans. Nothing changed here. His pocket is Lescio playing as the Burgundians. Really strong early game with the early tax you can get. How do you say economy tax? Then we have KK52 playing as the Britons, and his flank is Juan Malota as the Koreans. On the other hand side, we have in the green we have Hal playing as the Koreans flank. So we have Koreans mirror matchup here. His pocket is the Briton, so we have that mirrored as well. Robo 12 here as the Britons. Then we have Obnoxious Poem playing as the humans, and his flank Canino playing as the Burgundians. They have the lineup flank because yeah, towards the enemy they're lined up, so it's really nice. The pocket doesn't have to drop too much. Early pocket for Zenith. Do we have a early pocket here? Could be. No pocket here. And probably no pocket here. Robo is struggling. The forward gold is really close to hell as well. Oh no, it's his teammate. So that's nice. Here he has three forward goals towards his pocket. You get there really soon. 2 forward stones for the Koreans is nice. And some gold on the side. Canino has 3 close pockets as well. 1 gold, 2 stones. Not too shabby. Can sell some of the stones. Kipchak with the less range against Burgundians and humans. Could be an option. But yeah, this pocket, you will get there like early Castle Age. That's gonna be huge. Berries and gold. No relic though. Yes, you're already up to Feudal Age. Let's check his upgrades. Yeah, he already did the eco upgrades. Helps SO is the plan for the Cuman and the Burgundian player. So favorable the maps for Team 1. They have access to 2 pockets, early or late Castle Age. Maybe Canino can get access to this one. Yes, a relic. A relic early on is quite nice, especially with the Burgundians. Extra food income and gold income is gonna be a little bit of a help. Then first to Castle Age, followed by Hell. Yeah, everyone's getting to Castle now. No pop diff as expected. Everyone here knows the build orders quite well. Second TC, second TC, second TC, third TC. 3 TCs up and running by Hell already. Nothing happening too much right now. It's really nice to have the mirror matches in terms of civilization as well. Oh hell. He is microing his wills like a god, man. He will get to this pocket really early. Let's see if Obnoxious Pom can get to his one. I don't think so, because you need to build the houses here. So this area is most likely a no-go. Canino is not doing a good job. Maybe he will get here and here. So that will help. Yeah, Zenith already onto the pocket. He will drop a mining camp and probably a mill as well. 3 mills on the full. Oh, he's sending more wills. Like 6 more wills. Also, so he can keep up the farm here. That is quite nice. And Hell will abuse the pocket as well. He will find out no gold though. He is scouting it. He is going for the monastery. I like it. A lot of houses coming up by Zenith. I think it's a little bit too many. Should be fine. We'll have space to drop the siege workshop and the market here. Delete one farm for the monastery, because he has no relic to pick up, so he doesn't need the monastery. Lesho didn't shop to his pocket. I think that's a mistake. Kaka did get through here, getting the gold income. One didn't focus on the pocket as well. That's huge advantage for her. Let's check pop 53 for Lesho, for Hell, and we want to check Huan. He's really close though. Dropping another TC means you really struggle on food, but with the berries he probably will be fine. He was lacking some eco upgrades. Let's check who's clicking up first. Zenith can click up. Yeah, the food. Maybe he didn't see his pocket. So we only have 3 players up. Zenith is going to be the first one in Imperial Age. That means he will get an early eco lead. Even more, he's dropping a 4 TC right now. 3 TCs for Canino, 3 TCs for Noxious, 3 TCs for Robo, and 4 TCs already for Hell. Team 1 looking strong here with the 2 early Imperial Ages, followed by Huan, even though he didn't get to his pocket. Like I said, dropping another TC, like dropping the 4th TC in Castle Age will delay your Imperial Age. And getting your house quite easily. He has... Okay, he has his Magnals already out. He will get the upgrade. Let's see. 4 Magnals for Canino. And 3 for Obnoxious. He's really behind, yeah. Not getting to a pocket early on. Can delay your Imperial Age. Getting a castle as Burgundians is huge as well. Or like stone in general to drop those CC, to not buy stone. Get the unique tax for the farms. Will help out the eco. Yeah, Lescio, 85. 100 pop for Zenith. Zenith is looking really strong here in the blue. Let's check here. He went for the 4th TC. He's at 100 pop as well. He already spotted his opponent. One is at 90 pop. He's 12 wills behind. But in terms of farms, 15 farmers, 25 for green. So he will be able to get Siege Onager here with no problem. He has the stone. He has even more access to stone to drop a castle and some towers, or sell the stone for some gold to drop to get the Siege Onager upgrade. Robo is making his way towards his pockets as well as Kaka. He's struggling though. He should really focus on getting to his teammate. Lescio and Zenith already connected. Nachos Palm really needs to get those TCs up and running. He is on 3 TCs, so he's under 100 pop. He's behind everyone in the game, I would say. Yeah, everyone is about 100 pop and more. Maybe his first game of the day. Castle up by tier. Check if he's already got the unique tag. Not yet. No castle for Lescio. That means he doesn't have the unique tag yet. Let's see the compositions. Hell is house, yeah. The 150 pop is it's not so easy to get. No Siege Onager upgrade for either players on the Korean flank here. But yeah, the pikeman spam already started for hell. And the pikeman raids, they are annoying as hell. I can tell you that much. Even some hand cannons now under the castle. I don't like the war wagons here. One really struggling. But let's see, this flank is opened. Hand cannons out for Canino. It's gonna be pikes and siege onagers on this side, as I assume, and the hand cannons from Red will arrive soon. Can they hold this side though? It already looks really over for Juan here. Two traps will finish Juan off here if Orange is not helping really soon. Castle is holding for a while. One is getting a tower up. Doesn't have any blacksmith upgrades though. Robo will support soon with some more pikemen. Massive cannons here from Teal. I love it. I love it. But like I said, Obnoxious Palm here, he is slow. He advanced, he went to the other side and get the eco up and running there. Yeah, and the pikeman raids are devastating onto Huan. Another castle by Canino. It will buy him more time for Obnoxious, who's finally cutting towards his flank. Yeah, the Korean player on the side will be the dominant civilization here. Yeah, Huan is down to like what, 60 builds, 50. Arbalest by Orange and the caster to secure the choke point towards his side. Huan really needs to run and delete those farms so Orange can expand his production buildings. Canino is doing a really good job here, 1v2ing for the first 5 to 6 minutes here. Red finally adding some bombard cannons by himself. They are getting focused down though. He is microing? No, he's not. I've seen that a lot lately, that the bombard cannons just run. Yeah. I don't know if he microed it or if he just didn't pay attention. Orange is holding here. He is spamming. Adding some champions now, I like it. Getting the frontline units here. Because otherwise the Onagers will make a quick death to his Arbalest. Nice split up though. What's the play by Black here, by Obnoxious Palm? He went for Kipchak with no upgrades. Pikeman upgrades are in. Kaka is doing a really good job in holding versus 2 players here. Siege Onager on the way. Still lagging the unique tag, but he is getting it. So fully upgraded SO for the Korean player in the green here. Yeah. Let's check the gathering points by Red. Yeah, they're just in front. Yeah, this side is gonna be over soon. One is cutting towards the other side, so they can run. They really rely on winning the top side now. And they're doing a good job. 10 bombard cannons out for Red. Sniping tier bombard cannons. Almost max out. Noxious Palm, he's so far behind, as I said. And he is struggling with the population, with the houses here. So Orange is getting slung by the other side now, so he can do the 2v1, and he really will need those resources to hold against fully upgraded SO by the Korean player, and even fully upgraded longbows, almost fully upgraded longbows by now. It is going to be rough. They really need the Korean player with the SO. They are the only threat to those longbows. Teal is asking for help. Let's see if they can snipe the SO. They are a counter to SO, but it always depends on the fire rate, on the pathing, on the AI, what target they are looking for, and this area I saw that quite early, that this is gonna be a problem in terms of pathing. Yeah, losing this area. Oh, huge shots, huge shots. I think it's too late though. They will gain access to all this area for the production buildings, for the houses, for everything. And they already cut through, so one can boom into the game. Huge onager shots by Obnoxious Palm here. Is it gonna be enough though? Red is down to 2 bombard cannons. But those traps are going to be crucial. There will more traps added by Xenophia. They will destroy everything Teal has, and he is going to be popped out for the rest of for the next 15 minutes. Purple cut towards the upper flank. No trade for either team, at least not as much, so getting the raids on the wood lines is going to be crucial. I think Team 1 will be fine here. The chop point by Orange here can be defended for quite some time till the top side will push through Teal space here, and obviously getting to the flank, to the pocket player, Obnoxious Palm here. Teal already lost access to all his relics. 2 relics. The Hussar spam by humans can be huge. I don't like the battering. I don't like the rams. Should focus on your bombard cannons, Red. He has a few pushing through Teal space now. Let's see how this choke point is going. One has some onagers. They're still lacking 2 upgrades. That will be massive. 2 range is quite a huge difference. Especially if you have longbows behind. Yeah, but I think that Team 1 will still win here. Only 1 player dead for Team 1, and it's gonna be 2 dead players for Team 2 here. Sent to yellow, yeah. Green should be able to win against Britons here on his own with only a few help. I think Purple needs to switch and help out Obnoxious Palm so he doesn't die. Teal needs to delete the market. I think it's too late though. The raids are already in. Teal's already running though. He saved a lot of wills. Let's check. Yeah, he's fine in terms of will. He already disabandoned his eco quite early. One really struggled on that one. He ran really late and he was low on pop compared to his opponents the whole time. Let's check trade. No trade by red and blue. I think they really should focus on adding trade. No trade for orange. Let's see though. Green is trading. Obviously adding trade is taking a lot of gold away till you get it back. Yeah, purple helping out in the top side, has his Longbows down in the bottom side, finally fully upgraded. Siege Onagers for Huan. Purple already, yeah, now he has fully upgraded longbows here in the back. Obnoxious, let's check Obnoxious Poem, I want to see. He is struggling getting the 400 pop. He could need some more farms as well as some more wood. Red is finally thinking about trade here. And the SO spam on the bottom side will probably put an end to Green's push here. But he is adding trade, so he will be able to keep up the Onager production. Massive trash spam here. They will have a really nice trade route for Team 1. The Longbows will do a good job versus Siege Onagers with no Siege Engineers. So let's see. Bombard Cannon, even Bombard Cannons added now into the mix. But this pathing is awful. Let's see if Team 2 can stabilize on the top side flank though. Get the traps in front, push the castles, and I think they will get through here. This whole setup is looking freaking awful. Yeah. Really nice communication by Leshu and Zenith the whole game, talking about army compositions here. Orange, nice setup with the trade here, with the markets. Britain's doing a good job with the EXO range, so if you want to play any kind of Arbalest, it's probably Britain's, but like I said, versus Koreans, it is rough. Here with some hand cannons here defending the wood line on the top side, and the Arbalest defending this side. The pathing on those fucking bombard cannons, I don't know what's going on. This is insane. What are they what the hell are they doing? Of course, yeah, the micro is probably on the markets right now. Let's see. Also. For the free, yeah, it was first Tier that died. Tier is back and in the game now though. It is just Obnoxious Poing struggling the whole game to get any military or the eco on time. Having those choke points is nice for Britons, but it is just not helping because those traps, they will destroy those buildings so freaking fast. Holy moly. Yeah. Black never capped out in any point of the game. This stall out, I was talking about it earlier, this choke point is gonna be held long enough to wait on Huan coming back into the game. Massive amounts of SO. Huan did a really good job. 30 SO with some with bomber cannons behind. And let's see if they can hold the top side here. Britain player completely capped out. He can delete some builds for sure. Yeah. Zenith has probably the best setup right now. 100 wood choppers, 100 farmers, and adding trade. He has massive amounts of army on the battlefield, and I don't think they can hold here. Tier said he is popped out, but he doesn't have the production buildings. Oops. Long swords. That hurts. Purple really do need to delete some eco. Damn. Oh, Hell is trying to get through here. He has 140 trade. Holy moly. And he is raiding with Korean Cavalier. Yeah, this choke point was just not pushable at all. Seems like they're holding here. Robo did, I think, a really good job with his Arbalest here, and great comeback by Canino. He really ran quite early to save most of his eco, to not fall back too behind. But this is massive. They can defend from this easily. Get those towers up, wall it off, and you will be fine, and you can push right down to the... Yeah. Gray really struggling with micro, macro, but his teammates are making up for it. They have been all game. Blue is really not building any new production buildings. He's spamming out of what? 7 stables, only 8 stables. He really needs some forward production buildings, especially SO. He's not making enough SO to push this. Green is getting into the trade already. Orange has built the markets quite forward. Usually you want to build the markets towards the corner, but considering the position and the wood is blocking off right now, but yeah, just move it a little bit back towards this position, so the trade is not exposed as it is right now. One with SO up in the top. Even red is making some onagers right now because of the range spam by purple and teal. So we need some more bombard cannons by the teal player. Not just Palm not fixing his scattering points at all. Elite war wagons on the way by Juan. He is completely popped out. He has a nice setup. He could maybe build some more barracks or forward production building as well. For Orange, they are pushing hell here. He is on his own the whole time because Robo needed to help out at the top side. I think he should... Team 2 should have Hell on his side now. He cannot hold versus 2 players. Especially considering the amount of SO Juan has on the battlefield right now. Trade by red. Finally some SO by blue again. Not just Palm blocking off in any... It's just blocking off everything here, or maybe the Arbalest. Let's see. Can Hell hold? He has a lot of trade. Let's check his eco. He lost some trade. He's still adding trade. He's adding tons of trade. He should be able... He should be fine on gold. It is just becoming more inefficient by adding more and more trade here. I think, yeah. Only one market and blocked off by production buildings. It is awful. He should really stop adding trade. Maybe add some more wood choppers to sell the wood to get the gold income. He didn't pick off some relics as well. Yeah, that is true. If Obnoxious Poem is not stepping up his micro here, his attention towards this push here, massive SO by Zenith. Let's check how many SO he has on the top side flank. He has 45 SO, that is huge. If they don't land some Onager shots, it is going to be over. Noxious Poem is coming to help his teammates now with the SO. $45 versus 15, but they are stacked. One Onager shot can wipe out everything. Huge. Huge, huge. Huan is adding some Korean towers. I want to see more Korean towers on the wood lines. Maybe send some villagers up in the top. The towers will do a quick job of these arbalests here. Because, like I said, no siege engineers for Zenith here. Paladins now by Zenith. Can he get the raids in on the food eco? The composition is really strong. Korean and Britons, when maxed out on military and eco, they found out about the trade here. One market deleted. Siege is getting stuck here. You really need to focus down and keep an eye on your pathing, because I think it is one tie between, and yeah, when one unit gets stuck, or the army is getting stuck behind, and you will lose so much ground. 5 free Kipchak. I don't think free Kipchak is going to matter right now. Huge breakthrough here by blue into the eco here. Even red with some paladins onto teal's eco. The woodlines are getting close. By now everyone is trying to push the corners for the trade. They cleared up the raids, but it is so many halberdiers stuck AFK on the farms now. They are missing in the front. Let's see if Obnoxious Poem is able to micro his units. They finally cleaned up some stuff here, +4 attack. That doesn't make sense. I should have more. Or is it just units? It's probably just units. Because how much bonus damage is it for the Burgundians? 25 attack. So that would be almost +30 attack for the bombard cannons. I would actually like to see that applying to the bombard cannons. 150 attack on bombard towers, sorry. Hussars by Tier is helping out. The Cavaliers are AFK in the back. And they held on the top side. Hell is helping out with some Korean SO. Yeah. Nice play. But Huan already has some onagers prepared. I think the only mistake, or the only problem why the top side is not winning here is because blue is still producing out of these backward production buildings here. They are running all across the map. If he would get some production buildings in the front, it will help out a lot. And this wood line Woof. Woof. Yeah. Juan is getting through from the bottom side. And he is pushing. Oh, I freaking love it. Nice play by Juan here. He cut through. He is in the woodlines, building towers, building hussars. They're giving up on pushing the trade right now. Yeah, I have not seen many towers by any Korean player because they get focused on by traps, but I think they are so massive in those uh, choke points and holding off positions for a little bit of time. The castle got denied. Even Kaka is through on the wood line. Let's see if they can collapse even from the top side on this massive wood line here in the middle. They have some wood left, but as you can see, it's gonna be really inefficient, and it's gonna be team 2 is gonna be out of wood pretty soon in those corners. The only access is here on the bottom side. How is wood looking for team 1? Team 1 is almost out of wood. Big chunk here in the corners though. And they will get control of this area, I think. But yeah. Can hold this push here. What's the... Let's check the wood price. Ah, it is quite low. Just call it. This is boring. Why is it boring? Doesn't look that boring. I think Hell is having a hell lot of fun. Juan is coming back and he wants this win. He wants the revenge on the early raid or the early death from him. Killed by Hell. Yeah. And the GG is going to be called here. Obnoxious Palm, 30 farms. He never got to the 400 pop. He has a lot of space to farm though. And Hell and Canino with it already. They surrendered. Juan really stepped that up here in the last 45 minutes. Great push by Zenith and Leshu in the top early on. They completely destroyed Canino's base, and Canino could recover quite nicely. He ran a few. He left his base quite early with a lot of villagers to reboom. Robo helped out in the top lane. I think the problem was at the end that Canino was a little bit tilted by the performance of his pocket player Obnoxious Palm. Yeah, you can have a rough game sometimes. Yeah, the pathing was just not that good because he didn't cut those wood lines. And the buildings were just blocking so many areas. And really nice play by Kaka here. He held versus two players that were really far ahead of him or of his flank Juan. They should have been able to push Kaka here, in my opinion, especially with the setup by Koreans and Britons, as you saw in the later game of the stages when Juan came back into the game, he carried with the Korean late game power units, towers, war wagons, siege onagers, bombard cannons, and the 11 range arbalists carried the bottom side. They held really good at one point here. Robo should have helped out Hell. He was the only one with the longbows that could have helped out. I think it was like a mental thing that cost the game and obviously the performance on the battlefield. But let's talk not too much about it. Let's check the stats. Hell did a really good job versus Kaka and Juan. When he came back, Juan When Juan came back though, he was really doing a good job with the, as you can see, the KD looking strong here. Largest army, 200, 130. Really cold intensive though. 180. It is okay, I think. Lesio was slinging Kaka and Juan. Trade held. He had a lot of gold. Indeed. I think he had too much trade going on his side. It was really not that efficient with 130 trade cards. 145. I think the highest number we saw was 145 trade cards. That is quite massive, especially on Turbo. Usually 100 trade is okay. Later on, when the wood is running out, you can think about adding more than 100 trade cards. Let's check how many trade cards he has at the end. Here, 170 trade cards by her. He was, yeah. Like I said, I don't think, as you can see, all the trade, it's only trade cards down here. I don't think it is that efficient. With 130 trade cards, he should have been completely fine. I don't think if he was slinging any of his teammates. Let's check it out. Yeah, Leshu was slinging a lot of resources well for Zenith. Juan was slung a lot. Not just bomb he sent. He didn't get slung. Maybe he should have asked for some rest. You can see the team play by Team 1 here. Really impressive. Nice. It is a GG and it was really fun to watch, guys.